What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Shoe Care Academy video. I'm Jonny Bubbles, and today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to apply a pair of sole shields on these Air Jordan 1 Low Dior's. So without further ado, let's get bubbly. All right, before we get started, let's go ahead and unbox the sole shield packaging. Now, the items you get in the sole shield package are a pair of sole shields, 4 traction pads, and alcohol prep pads that you'll use to clean the bottom of the sole. So the supplies needed to apply the sole shields are gonna be a pair of scissors, a pen or a sharpie, and a heat gun. Now that we reviewed the materials needed, let's go ahead and start the prepping process. So what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm only gonna do the right shoe, so I'm gonna put the left one aside. You're gonna take your alcohol prep pad, open it up, and even if your shoe is dead stock, you wanna do this process just because there are oils from like your hands holding the shoe. And this will allow the sole shield to stick better when applying. Now that the outsole is prepped, let's go ahead and move on to the next step, which is tracing the outsole. Now the sole shield comes with 2 sides, a shiny side and a matte side. You wanna make sure that the matte side is facing up because that's the side that you're gonna trace on. All you have to do is place the shoe in the center, take your pen or Sharpie. You wanna be very careful not to mark the midsole. And I like to start from the front to the back. You wanna make sure you take your time with this process because you don't wanna mark the midsole, it can stain it. All right, let's go ahead and pull this off. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Now it is personal preference. You can either decide to cut on the inside of the trace mark, on the trace mark, or on the outside. I typically like to cut on the outside because it'll go over the midsole just a tad bit, which will allow it to cover the side as well. So I'm gonna do that for this process here. So here's what it looks like after it's been cut out. So you wanna go ahead and peel it apart. I like to peel it from the heel portion here. Try not to get your fingers too much on the sticky part. So this is that matte side that we traced on. We're just gonna put it to the side and you wanna set it down gently. Now you don't wanna apply any pressure just yet. You wanna make sure that the sole shield is over the entire shoe evenly, however you'd like it. Most people get heel drag, so I like a little bit more on the heel, but if you are more prone to kicking your toe, then definitely go a little bit more to the front. But for this one, I'm just gonna be even all the way around. Let's go ahead and check that out. Once you placed it right where you want it, now you can start applying pressure. I like to start from the heel and work my way forward. Now it's time to apply heat. We recommend using a heat gun of 600 watts or higher, and you can find one at any of your hardware stores. Now, this process is super delicate. You wanna make sure you don't apply too much heat because you can melt the sole shield, and in some instances, you can melt the glue that holds the midsole and outsole together. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, once again, guys, when applying heat, you wanna take your time and make sure you don't apply too much heat. You'll see the film kind of shrink into the shoe. Once that happens, you wanna grab a microfiber towel and go ahead and apply pressure. Now, I like to do this rolling method where you don't wanna pull the material. It's more so you just put pressure and roll your finger. One other tip I like to give you guys is I like to apply pressure from the inside to the outside. This will allow all the air to come out and prevent air pockets. Last step, guys, you definitely don't want to close up the edges until you're all done with applying heat to the entire shoe. Once that's done, then you go ahead and close up the edges, apply heat, and you're all good to go. Now I'm done applying heat to the entire sole shield, guys. Go ahead and check that out. Now the last step is to apply traction pads. You can do whatever you want with these. I would go ahead and take a full one and place it on the back heel here. However, you are more than welcome to cut it in different sizes and place it all over the shoe if you like. I don't think it's necessary, but it's really up to you. So you wanna go ahead and place one on the back heel, just like so, and the other one right about here. This will allow you to have grip and not slip. One little tip that I have is once I apply the traction pad, I also like to apply heat to the traction pad. That way it can stick a little bit better to the sole shield. All right, guys, here's a side-by-side comparison of what the sole shield looks like on the shoe and off the shoe. Now remember, guys, this is gonna prevent the yellowing from happening to your outsoles. It's also gonna protect them as well. If you'd like to go ahead and pick up a sole shield, go ahead and check out reshoevn8er.com. I'm Jonny Bubbles. If you liked today's video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.